Hi everybody and welcome back to Subnautica, episode 31, with me, Sid. And we are heading back to base. Oh, not going anywhere near him though. Let's just run away. Just because I've freed the boss up, I'm guessing that the Reaper Leviathans are not going to be any more friendly than they would have been normally. So, does he sound like you're getting closer? I don't know. It sounds like you're getting a bit closer. I'm going to do like a drift around this corner and just like, "Row." Well, you shouldn't be bothered about me because I'm no longer infected. So yeah. So last episode we freed the Emperor Leviathan, sea Emperor Leviathan thingy. Well, the babies, not the adult that died. Kind of sad. And we turned off the massive great space gun, I think. So there's only one thing left to do now, and that is to get off of this planet and get back to civilization. So we need to get back to base. There we will build the rocket pad and rocket thing and rocket with more rockets and elements of rocketness about it, and we will take off and we shall leave this game and this planet and the Sid Moth and the Cyclops and the prawn suit behind us on this planet. In fact, they're pretty much well and truly lost anyway, because the prawn suit is there. I don't even know where the Cyclops is. Oh, pardon me. It's going to be down somewhere underground, under something or other. Yeah. Anyway. So suffice it to say, all of these materials, all of these great things we built will be leaving behind, the base will be leaving behind, and we shall be departing to pastures new. Get us off this planet, and I suppose technically speaking, this planet's now thanks. This planet could be open for settlement. Oh, that's beautiful. It's alright. The UK at the moment has got some of the hottest weather that we've had in a long time. We're getting very close to record-breaking weather, and we are, well, it's uncomfortable. I just need to eat that one and we'll be good, and then we'll plant these. Not that I don't think we're going to desperately need these anymore. So we need to head now somewhere abouts. There should be a construction platform. I just can't remember where the hell I left it. It's so long since I used it. I say there should be. I mean, I had one. Oh, hello. I just don't know where I put the damn thing. There. Now, this may or may not be deep enough. Who knows? We'll find out in a moment. But we need to find out what we need to construct a super duper spaceship. And let me on. Thank you. Let's have a look. We need to build a Neptune platform. So we need titanium ingots, 4 lead, and a computer chip. Well, that's all doable. Where's my base? Over there. Let me just get over there. Now, one of the complaints I had last episode, which was probably me being a little bit surly, but was the relative run around picking things up game. What did I want? Titanium ingots. Let me actually ditch these for starters. I don't think we're going to need those or those. Titanium ingots, lead and computer chip. We can get the titanium ingot. That's the first thing we'll pull out. Yeah, so one of the complaints, was it a couple of titanium ingots? Lead. 4 lead. 1, 2, 3, 4. Computer chip. Was the runaround game of getting the things. And a few people said, yeah, no, it's not really a fair criticism. It's not. If that's the worst criticism I can come up with for this game, then I think they've done pretty good. Copper wire. And gold and 2 table coral. We need to go and grab those. You know, that's not a huge criticism. Now, I'm going to do another criticism now, because I have seen the end game of this. I've watched a few people play through, and you know, so consequently, did I get 2 there? I did. I know what the end game is. The other criticism is, after the amount of resources it takes to build a submarine, the amount of resources it actually takes to build a spaceship is somewhat laughable. Again, if that's the worst criticism I can come up with, then that's not actually that bad. You know, when you consider what I could have grumbled about. And I can grumble about many things. My wife will tell you I can be a nice. I've earned the right to be grumpy. Through years and years of cynicism, I have earned the grumpiness right. But yeah, it just seems odd, and you'll see what I mean in a moment. So we'll go in here and we're going to make the launch platform, and they are going to go off, and off they go. And I mean, look at the size of it. That's 2 titanium ingots, 1 computer chip, and 4 pieces of lead. It's huge. So yeah, the resources seem somewhat incorrectly allocated, shall we say, for this particular job. And we can be happy. There you go. Well done, fellas. You did a good job there. And then obviously we can come over here and we can climb up onto the hoofer. I'm very skinny. I wish I wasn't. Well, actually, I don't wish I was that skinny in real life. That's actually a little bit skinny. Plasteel, copper wire, and lubricant for the gantry. Plasteel, copper wire, and lubricant. Lubricant we get from, I honestly cannot remember. Not over there, that's for certain. And I know it's, oops. There we go. It's either from these or from the vines. I can't remember which, so we'll chop a bit of vine as well. Nope, didn't have any room. Hopefully it was from that then. Yeah. Was it plasteel, lubricant, and copper wire? I think that's what it said, wasn't it? No, plasteel, lubricant, and copper wire. It was copper wire. Plasteel, lubricant, and copper wire. Let me just put some stuff away and go make a plasteel. Thank you. lubricant, maybe. Yep, there. Oh, good. We did get the right one. And copper wire. So the other complaint, and this is again is a very minor complaint, is having to go backwards and forwards to make all this stuff. Oh, and the slightly phallic symbol for the launch pad. That could possibly be a minor complaint as well. But no, I mean, you know, if we can't criticise something, then it's a poor show. And criticism is a funny thing, actually. And for me, it's a word which has become almost tainted. Go. Nice music, though. I mean, that's copper wire, lubricant, and a plasteel ingot, and we're making all that out of it. But yeah, criticism is a much maligned word, because criticism is associated with negative things, and of course we qualify it normally with constructive criticism to say, oh, well, this is criticism. We're going to tell you what's good about it, but we're also going to tell you what's bad about it. Yeah, that's criticism. Constructive criticism is no different from criticism. It is literally going through the process of what's things. So, right, what do we need? 3 nickel, 2 aerogel, plasteel, and I'm going to get a pen for this one. We need plasteel, 3 nickel, 2 aero, and a wiring kit for the Neptune boosters. Okay, so the other criticism, this backwards and forwardsing. Again, it's kind of almost work for work's sake. You know, you have to go over there, then you have to go over here, then you go back over here, and yada yada. So we need another plasteel ingot. I don't know. Give me a plasteel ingot. Give me 3 nickel. I need to go and find 3 nickel. Now here's an issue. I may not actually have 3 nickel up here, in which case I'm going to have to go and find it. That could be annoying. I've got loads of nickel elsewhere. We'll need that for the aerogel, so that's fine. We have got 1 table coral sample. Okay, what's in there? Yep, nothing. Nope. 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 Yeah, and herein lies our first issue. We need nickel. And to get nickel, we're going to have to go, well, the best place for nickel was the river. So I'm going to I'm going to try and get us back down to the old little sub base. I can't remember whether we should be all right with that, shouldn't we? I think we should. I'm not sure. Yeah, let me sort myself out. I'll see you in a moment. Oh, all right. With a bit of luck, we will find our way down here and not get et, because this is not the most robust vehicle in the world. But if I remember rightly, we need to be down here, and then yeah, you're not bothered about me now, are you? You are. It is a relief actually just not having that one aspect. Now I need to find out whether we can even get close to the depth that we need. I think we can. What we need to do is, if we go to Lost River, we need to be over here a wee bit, I think. And we should be... yeah. Now, there's a good chance we don't need to go down and grab a whole load of nickel. We may be able to find some, but the problem is the free range nickel is going to be few and far between. Glass, well, quartz I should say. And of course you have to remember the other thing we've got to remember down here is there are some unpleasant friends. Now we need to get around to here, which is maybe easier said than done. Yeah, we can't do that, you see, because we haven't got the drill, we haven't got the prawn suit. We definitely can't get down to the Cyclops. Or Cyclops, sorry. But can we... I don't really want to have to go back and reverse the damn thing out. We may have no choice though. All for want of a little bit of nickel. Just a teensy weensy bit. But anyway, we'll just take it steady. We've still got 150 meters to play with, so we should be okay. Just stay away from those things there. I don't even, are they young? Leviathan or what? I don't know whether they're supposed to be young. I don't think I've actually ever managed to scan one, so where are we now? But oh, we're not far off. I mean, I'm quite happy to park this and go the last bit under my own steam if necessary. You need to go away, matey. Oh, fun, fun, fun. How much fun? Let's just go past them at speed, shall we? Maybe they'll ignore me. We've still got a few meters left of space. That should just be enough for us to get within range of the base and swim down, and then I don't need to go for the full depth. Just get me to there. Ironic that the machine's got a crush depth of 900 meters and yet I appear to have an infinite crush depth. But right, what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll take those. I'm going to take the rubies because we'll probably want them. We'll take the gold. Hang on. What else we got? Silver, copper. Well, I'm going to just go and not that. I've got loads of titanium, and that is the least of my worries. Fingers crossed we'll have enough of everything, but time will tell. Let me transfer what we can across. Right, and similarly around the other side. We're lucky, I think, is probably the word I'm looking for here, that we had this capacity. But yeah, let me just finish off down here and I shall be back in a moment. Alright, I've got everything. We are heading back. So while we're building all this and while we're heading back out, well, it's probably an ideal opportunity to review the game, really, and it has to be said, oh god, not you, oh, where did he just go to? I have thoroughly enjoyed this game. I've had an awful lot of hours of enjoyment out of it. which in modern gaming terms is actually pretty important. There's two schools of thought really about the duration of a game and how much enjoyment you get. And some people have said that a game's enjoyment, the amount of the cost of a game, should be somehow reflected in the what's the word I'm looking for? And the playtime that you get out of it is that way. And to some degree, I agree. I think, if you spend a lot of money on a game, if you buy a game and it's 50, 60, 70 pounds or 40 pounds or whatever it may be, then you would expect to get more enjoyment out of it than, say, a couple of hours. And I have an overly simplistic view of this, and that is that if you were to go to the cinema, it would cost you, well, I don't know what it weighs around where you guys live, but I'd be very lucky to have change out of £20 after I bought my cinema ticket and I had a drink or popcorn or whatever, and that gives me a couple of hours of enjoyment, maybe 2.5 for a particularly long film. If you're looking at something like Lord of the Rings, obviously more. So as a bare minimum, surely you expect to get a couple of hours of enjoyment out of something that you spend £20 on. And so I think that's not a bit unreasonable thing. But on the flip side, you have to look at certain games that buck that trend. I mean, Stardew Valley was cheap as chips and was an absolutely brilliant game. This has been a really good game. I honestly can't remember what I paid for it now. And that, in another way, that is a kind of a way, an indicator in its own right of maybe that the game was worth the money. If you're not thinking about how much you spent on something, then maybe the formula was right. That you've kind of gone, yeah, it doesn't really matter how much I spent on that because I enjoyed it. It was good money. I mean, Minecraft has absolutely, for me, being an incredible value experience. Oops, still can't drive this damn thing. But in all seriousness, it has been hugely valuable. Hang on. I wanted the nickel was what I was after, and we'll take. I'll just put all of this into this. Oops, not that, but it doesn't matter. What did I pick up? Where is it? There. Put you back. Yeah, Minecraft has been a huge value investment. I've had. I mean, this. I think my playtime when I booted up was something like 2 days and so many hours on this. So I've definitely got my money's worth. Minecraft. I think you could measure the amount of time I played Minecraft in months, not days. It is seriously is in that ballpark. We needed 3 nickel. I've got 2 there, so we need to go and get the others, unpack them. Hopefully I don't need a vast amount more nickel, because we could be in trouble if we do. I'll have to go down and get the go back and do it. So yeah, I actually honestly do think this has been a really good game. It's a good experience. The visuals have been nice. The pace has been nice. There are a few oops, that's not what I wanted to do. A few minor niggles. I personally think as a game it should have had a map from the outset. Considering we can replicate objects virtually from thin air and using lasers, having some kind of mapping inertial guidance system would not be outside of the realms of belief for this level of this technology base. So yeah, I think that personally would have been a go-to for me, but mostly it's been reasonable. The ability to make the water bottles was strange, but the lack of ability to make food, the food bars or something like that, was a little bit odd. But it's really minor stuff. I mean, on the whole, this has been a very positive experience. I really hope I don't need much more nickel than that. Otherwise I'll have to go and Cyclops it around, which will be annoying if I do. Trust me, in this it will be. Okay, so we need to make aerogel, which I think we need 2 of those, I believe. And then we need a wiring kit. And that should be everything we need to get the next thing done. Fingers crossed. That's all we need. I've got a feeling I'm going to be going to get the Cyclops, take the prawn suit and get the Cyclops somehow. Just a sneaking suspicion, shall we say. Let me get this on so we can see what we're doing. Hi guys, I've got a job for you. We would like you to make that, please. That is a big rocket booster for such a small amount of resources, though. So yeah, on the whole though, I think it's been an absolutely brilliant game. I would love to see a survival element to it without the story elements. I think that would be quite nice. Although a survival element would almost certainly need... Oh no, I'm going to need nickel. I know I'm going to need nickel. I don't know why I'm even hoping that I don't need nickel. Plasteel. Oh, you swine. Crystalline sulfur, and we need an iron power cell times 2. Plasteel, sulfur times 4, and I think I've got 2 of those. Kyanite times 4, I think I've got 2 of those. And iron power times 2. I'm going to be taking the prawn suit, I think. I don't think there's any avoiding that now. Looks impressive though. Let me see what we've got, and I will no doubt see you in the prawn suit in the Cyclops in the future. You can probably tell, judging by the sound, that I'm heading back for the prawn suit, which means that we're heading back near that Leviathan in a rather fragile little sea moth. Sorry, Sid moth. Nothing to see here, Mr. Leviathan. I don't know where he is. I know he's close, but oh no, really, there's nothing to see here, matey. You are where's the entrance? Is it around the side? Oh, it's around the side, isn't it? Yeah, we need the kyanite, which I did kind of predict because we had a look in there, but there wasn't any more. So we need to take this fella for a spin and go find some kyanite. We did get the cave sulfur, so that was a thing. I don't know why you're getting all excited, matey. Oh, look, there's some enzyme there. They got so excited they spilled enzyme out everywhere. Okay, I need to go back to the place where they can get kyanite, and there's loads of it down there if I remember rightly. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing. See you in a moment. Now there is a sad sight. I don't think I've ever seen actually anybody come back in here after the fact. on her last legs. Not quite gone. But, oh man, I don't think we're going to be able to do this jump, are we? No, I don't think we are. Damn you. How am I going to do this then? In stages, I presume. Because I bet there's no kyanite down here, is there? Probably not a good idea to go drilling the dying emperor thing, because, you know, because they've got blue glowy things. Ah, God, this is going to be entertaining, to say the least. Alright, let's just, well, I'm trying to get out, and I'll be back with you in a bit. Alright, I've managed to use the other portal in the gun complex to get down to the power station complex, which has allowed me to pick up 2 more kyanite crystals, which I hope is all we'll need. I'm just having a look, there's another one there, so I'm just going to grab a few more while I'm here if I can. Just because, well, you know, we all know games, they're gonna ask for the one thing you haven't got every time. If I didn't know better, I'd say it was a deliberate strategy. You know, they'll go, well, let's have a look at your inventory. Alright, we got your inventory. What haven't you got? That's what we want. However, we're not far. The Cyclops is down there. But there's also a very, very angry Leviathan out there, which I've got 4 more. I think we'll take our chances with that, I think, and hopefully that'll be it, because again, we're on a quest running around. Now, we could have collected all of these, and the one element of illogicalness to it all, if you like, is illogicalness, lack of logic, the suspension of disbelief element here, maybe, is the simple fact that we got these blueprints for this rocket ship ages ago. So you can't say that we didn't know what was involved in them. So the ability to actually, oh man, let me just try and figure out how the hell do I... Yeah, you don't like that, do you, matey? The ability to actually know in advance of time, there we go, it's over there, I think, what we needed to build the spaceship would have kind of sensibly meant that we could have collected these. We could have had a list, a shopping list almost. I think that's an eggy. Yeah, we need to go down there. You don't learn. Oh, he just took a bite out of me anyway. Okay, fine. Just hang here for a moment over this vicious lava lake, and then we can get back into the power station, back through the portal, back to the Sidmoth, and back to the base and make the next bit. Now I've got to remember, yeah, I know you're there, mate, but seriously, you're not scary now because you don't do anything. I'm going to go and just precariously land on that so we can, there we go, there's our entrance there, and we're in again. Right, So armed with all of this, we can get... I think that's the one we came in. Yeah, it is. We can get back to the surface, take these back, get the next stage done, see what's next. So I'll see you when we get there. Alright, we should have everything for the next stage. With a bit of luck. With a bit of luck, we've got everything for every stage. Man, this is a big thing. It's a beautiful piece of graphic design, actually, for something which is just the end game. Off we go. And then I think we just got the cockpit to do. I think there's one bit after this. Constructing and done. It'd be amazing, you know, if we had this kind of construction technology. And are we done? We are. Oh, Cyclops shield generator, plasteel ingot, enamel glass, and a computer chip. I don't think I've got the shield generator plans. So it's plasteel, enamel glass, comp chip, and Cyclops shield gen. I don't think I've got them. I don't think I've seen them. I don't even know where you get them. See, this is... yeah, that's definitely RNG based. Well, let's see. See what's what. I ain't going looking for Cyclops shield generators. I'll tell you that for nothing. But we'll see what we can do, shall we? But that probably means we need to get back to the Cyclops. Oh, sorry, Sidclops. Let's have a look. See, we've got nothing. We need the enamel glass. We need another plasteel ingot. We need another computer chip. And then we need the Cyclops shield generator, which we never had in the first place. Copper wire. Table coral. This could be the point where I actually do a cheat and go and, if I can figure out how to do it, actually. I'm assuming it can be done. I know there is like a command interface for this, so one, come on. But I've been pretty much everywhere. I don't know where you'd get that from, the Cyclops shield generator. That's annoying, say the least. Well, we can get that done. That's at least is that done. Let me just go and have a look, and I shall be back with you in a mo. Alright, well, I just had a big crash, lost all my progress, so I have got myself back to where we were. Although I haven't done the usual jib-jab kind of thing, I've just used the console. I have used the console to get myself the shield generator. I am not going through that hassle for something which I've managed to do without absolutely fine and dandy. Make yourself some glass then. And then make myself some of that. Yeah, I just, I've done without it all of this time. I don't need it. So yeah, I've spawned it in using the old console, which is there, and you just type item, name of the item, and how many you want, and Bob is the relation of your choice. Now that's a little bit, well, it's a lot cheaty, but at this stage, why require things. I'm pretty certain I checked the rec sites, and I'm pretty certain I've been to every single one of those. So either I've been just very, very unfortunate with the RNG, I've missed something obvious when I was doing this, but I don't know. It's just a peculiar thingy, yeah, that is a thingy. Build me that. Wow. That is one big rocket though. Strangely phallic. I think all rockets are phallic actually. It's or maybe that's a fallacy. Pardon my pun there. I had to get at least one more bad joke in before the end of the series. Yay!
One rocket online.
Rocket name. Sid to the stars. And of course the colour is going to be purple. Its stripe can be, I don't know, a nice blue perhaps. Its other stripe can come to white. Black, of course, and the name in white. Done. Absolutely gorgeous. It's actually very pink, if I'm honest. Now, I do believe that in there is a time capsule, or facility to leave a time capsule. So, what we're going to do is we are going to get a couple of items of use, hopefully. I think you can leave maybe 4 items, I can't remember exactly. But what we'll do is we are going to make a ion battery for starters. And we're going to take you and we're going to swap you out to that. So that's now got a fully charged ion battery in it. I think that's a good one to leave behind. What else have we got? No, let's go and have a look what else we can leave in a time capsule for somebody who's unfortunate enough to get mine. Because I have got one idea in my head. And that is... it wasn't a spadefish egg. Poop. I think we should leave them some poop, because I've got no idea what that poop was for. So yeah, I think anybody will be grateful to get poop in their time capsule, and if they're not, then they've got no sense of humour whatsoever. And yeah. So we're going to think, maybe a knife and I don't know what else really. I know, if we can. We'll take him as well. Let's go and see how this rocket works. It would be ironic if anybody who'd watched this series actually got the time capsule, but there you go. We've got a rocket. We're going to go and we're going to use the lift. So it's kind of a baby version of that, isn't it, really? Although, does that look like that just tore back? And that looks like there should be stuff in there that we could go and see. I don't know. I'm bothering now. Activate the elevator. There's one small step for Sid. One giant leap for Sid Kind. Alright, how do I shut it? Okay, hydraulic systems. Online.
Pressurizing hydraulics.
Communications array. Well, not bad considering we made it out of like a few ingots and stuff.
Systems array active.
Auxiliary power. Online.
Auxiliary power unit online.
Storage. No. Storage. No. 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 I think. Alright, it has shut. Let's go up. For some reason I'm still wearing my diving suit as well, which does seem somewhat pointless. Activate life support.
Life support systems online.
Lovely. Boot up the CPU.
Primary computer systems active.
3 switches. It's a really complicated computer system.
All
Prepare the
systems
time
are
capsule.
lift off.
Okay. Poop. Oh, we can't leave poop. Not that and that. We'll leave the poop, we'll leave that, and we'll leave thing. Was going to leave poop, but oh well. Image. I have taken no images. Message. What was his name? Hope Gorge is as good company for you as he was for me. Also have some nice tech. Sid. There we go. Sign it. F11 to take a screenshot. There we go. That's as good as it gets. Back. That's done. Status 2 of 3. That's done. And launch the rocket. It's a big rocket for one person as well.
Ready
But
to
yeah,
launch on your command, Captain.
apart from the minor niggle, which the
Launch
go.
in 10, 9, 8, 7.
Oh,
6,
you're going to get a surprise.
5, 4,
They're pigeons, aren't they? I've just realised they're
1.
pigeons. Oh wow. Anyway, yeah.
Time capsule jettisoned.
So someone's got my time capsule now, and apart from having to cheat in that little shield generator because I never found one after all the thing, absolutely flawless.
Approaching orbital debris field.
Yeah, that didn't.
Orbital debris field clear. Performing gravity turn maneuver.
And yeah, that will be it. That was Subnautica. I have to say it's been a beautiful game. It's been really fun.
Confirm
Adding the
destination
mods
coordinates.
was adding the mods.
Nearest interstellar phase gate.
Do you mind? Adding the mods was a great inspiration. I do think it needs a map by default,
2, 1.
but most of my complaints are niggles. There are a few things that could have been done better. The end felt a little rushed, but all I can say, it was a very good game. I enjoyed it, and I'm pleased I chose.
What is a wave without the ocean? A beginning without an end.
A wave's
They
half a
are
clap.
different, but they go together. Now you go among the stars, and I fall among the sand. We are different, but we go together.
Done. I think we may be done. And that's it, guys. So thank you very much for watching. It's been a great thing. It's an odd day because I've actually ended 2 series on the same day. But on that note, thanks for watching. Bye for now.